She needs a reality check.
최근 미국에서는 금수저에 대한 태도가 달라졌는데요. 이들을 네포 베이비라고 부르면서 전과는 달리 부정적인 뉘앙스로 부르기 시작한 것이죠. 왜 이런 현상이 일어난 것일까요?
Of course, I had a platform, but that almost made my job a little bit harder. Probably didn't want to hire me because I was on a reality TV show.
Like, no!
일간 소울 영어입니다. 흔히 누군가가 알고 보니 금수저였다. 혹은 우월한 유전자를 가졌다라는 식의 표현을 많이 쓰죠. 그만큼 사람들은 성공한 가족을 배경으로 둔 유명인들에 대해 많은 관심을 가지고 있습니다. 그런데 이런 사람들이 전과는 달리 좀 부정적인 표현으로 불리고 있는데요. 바로 네포 베이비입니다.
The entire internet is going crazy over Nepo babies.
Nepo baby is a child of a famous person who is trying to become famous themselves. There's so much controversy around Nepo babies because it ties into all these conversations we've been having for years about privilege, advantage, what's fair.
미국 드라마 유포리아에 출연한 어떤 배우가 알고 보니 대단한 부모님을 가졌더라라는 사실이 온라인상에서 알려지면서 생각보다 정말 많은 연예인들이 유명 가족 출신이라는 사실이 재조명된 것인데요.
2007, a 10-year-old Maud starred alongside mom Leslie Mann in the romantic comedy Knocked Up, directed and written by dad Judd Apatow. The 21-year-old now a star on the hit drama Euphoria.
I'm really close with my parents. I'm very lucky to be able to work with them.
그런데 문제는 이 이슈에 대해서 몇몇 네포 베이비들이 한 발언이 더 논란을 키우게 된 것입니다. 일부 매체들은 이들이 현실 감각이 떨어진다, 심지어 망상에 빠졌다라고 표현할 정도였는데요.
Gwyneth gave a surprising take on nepotism in Hollywood and explained why she thinks celebrities' kids have to work twice as hard as us ordinary people.
As the child of somebody, you get access that other people don't have, right? So the playing field is not level in that way. However, I really do feel that once your foot is in the door, which you unfairly got in, then you have to work almost twice as hard and be twice as good.
She needs a reality check. I'm sorry. No, they don't have to work double. The fact that they get their foot in the door. They get their foot in the door, and if you're a child of a celebrity, you have a better chance of getting a position than a regular, ordinary person.
Well, I feel so bad for them for having to work twice as hard. Like, no!
Is it harder for them or is it easier for them? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm just asking the question. No, it's not.
그런데 왜 이들은 자신이 누린 특권은 과소평가하고 자신의 노력과 능력을 강조하려는 것일까요? 물론 실제 유명인들의 자녀들은 혜택을 누리는 것만큼 사람들에게 혹독한 평가를 받는다는 어려움이 있다는 걸 설명하려는 것도 있겠죠. 하지만 또 다른 이유는 미국의 meritocracy, 그러니까 능력주의의 영향도 있습니다.
I prefer to not be a Nepo baby because that way don't have to second guess my own talent. I don't have to say, gee, people are looking at me that way. I made it the hard way. And I'm proud of it. No.
사회적으로 실력을 우선시하는 분위기가 강하기 때문에 자신의 신분보다는 능력으로 어필하고 싶은 것이죠. 그러다 보니 능력을 인정받기 위해 자신이 얻은 특권을 인정하지 않는 자충수를 두고 있는 것이 아닌가 싶은데요.
You know, everyone around me, whether it's friends or family, knows how hard I worked. That almost made my job a little bit harder, only because people, probably didn't want to hire me because I was on a reality TV show.
물론 네포 베이비들이 다 이런 태도를 가진 것은 아닙니다. 자신이 누린 혜택을 인정하는 유명인들도 있었는데요.
Once the door was opened, it was up to me to walk through it and thrive. But none of that happens in any way without the love of my father, the work he put in to get us to a place of opportunity. And for me to ignore that or not accept and use as a guide would be foolish and disrespectful. Say, to the people who are second, third, or any number of generational talent/wealth, embrace that.
이런 반응 역시 엇갈립니다.
1950s, 16% of people in the arts came from the working class. Now it's only 7%. We don't want all of our stories, in terms of movies and TV shows, to come from the perspective of the elite and the privileged. We do want those working class stories to come out because that is the true America.
But the reality is, guys, life isn't fair. It's not fair.
Right.
And yes, easy to get in the door, and it's a huge part of it because some people never get that opportunity and they die trying. But in order to stay and to excel and to exceed the expectation, they have to prove themselves.
그러니까 그동안 늘 세상은 공평한 적이 없었다는 것입니다. 그럼에도 네포티즘에 대한 이런 사회적인 논의 자체는 의미가 있다고 보입니다. 심화되고 있는 사회적 불균형 속에서 어떤 삶의 태도를 가져야 할 것인가 하는 문제이기도 하기 때문입니다.
Talks about good and bad Nepo babies. A good Nepo baby is how honest they are about their path, charity work, and if they seem humble. The bad way to be a Nepo baby is to seem entitled, out of touch, defensive about their status. Seem entitled, out of touch, defensive about their status. The biggest thing is the access you're getting. When you look across the globe, the amount of people that could have a moment if they had one chance to get in that door.
박완서 작가의 도둑맞은 가난이라는 소설이 떠오르는데요. 찢어지게 가난했던 주인공은 자신의 연인이 알고 보니 부모님의 뜻대로 가난을 체험 중인 부잣집 도련님이었다는 사실을 깨닫습니다. 그러자 부자들의 욕심은 익히 알고 있었지만 그들에게 가난마저 도둑맞을 줄은 몰랐다라며 한탄하는 장면이 나옵니다. 뭐가 되었든 치열하게 땀 흘리며 살아가는 평범한 사람들만이 얻을 수 있는 경험과 경력까지 함부로 탐내면 안 된다는 생각이 드는데요. 여러분은 어떻게 생각하시나요? 오늘도 세상과의 접점에서 영어를 만나는 일간소울 영어였습니다.
The playing field is not level in that way. The playing field is not level in that way. The playing field is not level in that way.
To get their foot in the door, to get their foot in the door, to get their foot in the door.
Don't have to second guess my own talent. Don't have to second guess my own talent. Don't have to second guess my own talent.
To seem entitled, out of touch, defensive about their status. To seem entitled, out of touch, defensive about their status. To seem entitled, out of touch, defensive about their status.
구독과 좋아요 눌러주세요.